This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Line. There's a situation in in Los Angeles, and it's developing a lot like the Miami Dolphins. And this has to do with Tyrod Taylor. And Tyrod Taylor has Anthony Lynn's complete support. And Lynn is confident in his first-round quarterback, Justin Herbert, like I'm sure the Dolphins are in Tua. But Anthony was asked about week one and who starts, and he says, on Tyrod Taylor, he'll probably be our day one starter. Lynn told the media on Wednesday via Gilbert Manzano from the OC Register. And why would he be? Because he's the most experienced guy at this point in time. You've had no offseason. So how are you going to put Herbert, who's the 6th overall pick? How are you going to put Tua, the 5th overall pick? And they have a much more established offensive line than the Dolphins, okay? Because the Dolphins don't have an established line. They don't even know who the starting 5 are. Even Jesse Davis, who will be the only one that will come back out of that 5, they don't even know what position exactly he's going to start at. So 80% of your line is going to be completely new, and 100% of it may be playing different positions. You never know. Because they may move around, Jesse. I don't know. That's why I saw this, and it's only common sense what Anthony Lynn is doing. It's only common sense what Brian Flores is doing. The morons that are either Brian Billick or maybe current players or former players that are just fans, because they voted for that top 100 list, or the silly fans that don't really understand the real nuts and bolts about football. You got to have that line straightened out for Miami, and for the Chargers. You've got an experienced option in Tyrod Taylor. Justin Herbert has no experience. He had no offseason. He had no preseason, just like Tua. Do you know what kind of a crime it would be to throw those kids out there at this point in time? It'd be dumb, because you'd be setting them up to fail, especially Tua. They have no line. We don't even know if we're going to have a good line or not. It may take a year or two to develop that line. You realize that, right? So you can't throw Tua out there right away and he'll get killed. Justin Herbert, you can't throw him out there right away. He hasn't played in this league. He has to adjust to all of this. It'll take him a while. It's better for him to watch Tyrod Taylor, who has started in this league, played many games, and knows how to prepare. Really smart guy. This is an awesome opportunity for Justin Herbert to watch a real pro, because that's what Tyrod Taylor is. I'm not telling you he's a great quarterback. I'm telling you he's a pro's pro. This is an extremely mature young man. Okay, he was extremely mature coming out of Vautech. I'm a Tyrod Taylor fan. I never looked at him as a starter. I always looked at him as a guy that could be a nice backup for you, and I think that's what he's turned out to be. A guy that can fill in for you, but you don't want him long term. But the good thing about Tyrod Taylor is he's consistent. And he's going to try to stay away from turnovers, which he does a good job of that. Accuracy has always been an issue with him. But he's going to know how to prepare. He's going to know how to read defenses. He's going to know how to teach Justin Herbert how to be a better quarterback and a better prepared quarterback to move on. Just like Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to do the same thing for Tua. Tua is going to be able to watch Fitz prepare, how Fitz reacts to everything, how Fitz is reading everything, and then at the same time, knowing Fitz, he'll be, testing the kid out. What did you see? Did you see this? Did you see that? And maybe he also sits back and says, hey, the kid helped me out here. He saw something I didn't. But that's kind of part of the learning process to all of this. That's why when I saw Anthony Lynn say Tyrod Taylor is going to start, I'm like, there you go. That's exactly how Miami is. And it's the same exact thing. You have two young guys. Oh, and Tua's coming off a hip injury and an operation. So even another reason why he should be a little bit, brought along a little slower than even Herbert. Okay? I mean, Herbert's he's got more of a line established, a running game that's established. So it's not like he's stepping into a better situation at this point in time. Said all that, Herbert needs to sit down and watch and learn from Tyrod Taylor. Just like our boy Tua. He needs to sit back, relax, learn from a pro like Fitz, and then eventually both should take over and both should be better than the guys they're replacing. But at this point in time, it's better to use those guys as teaching tools, as leadership guys, as mentors. That's the role that Fitz and Taylor can play right now, which, by the way, is priceless to the Chargers and the Dolphins. I love it, man. So I got to tell you, I think it's fantastic.